Yeah. And so how did you go about, how did you go about shortlisting and selecting? Because we had a client, we spoke with one client at one point in time. She said, I love it. I love listening to you guys, but after you all leave, I get confused because there's so much choice. So how did you go from complexity to final choice?
Okay, I think what I did was I relied on this 100 over line by line item. I basically scored, I actually sent out RFPs to all the different vendors, the Degree, PathGather, Fuse Universal, you name it, a few, and even a few other aspiring LMS providers who felt that they could meet the requirements. So I actually reached out to, I think, more than 10 providers actually to respond to me. And when I got all the responses, I think I spent about a month compiling, understanding, going through each line item, calling them up for explanations, trying to understand each line item, that the description that they gave, is it in line with my expectations? And from there, kind of put a scoring, just to put some scientific objectiveness into the whole decision making. But of course, there were certain weightages in certain areas which I felt were more important, and that's where I had to structure it. So at the end of the day, I arrived at least what I felt was a more objective selection. And this really helped because at the end of the day, in most organizations, you would have to deal with your purchasing or your procurement department, and they want you to have a very comprehensive evaluation process. Even better if you get them on board with you early in the process, because that really helps. Because I worked very closely with my procurement team, because let's face it, they can actually be your best partner or your worst enemy if you don't work things out with them at the earlier onset, right? So it's very important to get your structure right, your documentation, and things. So these are all the nitty-gritty things that you just can't run away, and you just got to face it.